Today I am making beef steamed buns. They're actually called baozi in, I think, Chinese. A lot of you have asked me how to make this specific recipe, so I'm gonna take my time and take you through all the processes to make this beautiful. And you can tell how colorful and beautiful, and it packs a lot of flavor. First, we're gonna start by slicing. I'm using here a chuck roast. We're gonna slice them at a 45-degree angle in not so thin pieces because you want to be just thick enough to be able to retain juices or the sauce that is going to be marinated in. So here we are with the marinating. We started with some soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, baking soda, which is going to help tenderize the meat, some chicken powder, and guys, you know I love me some chicken powder. A whole egg cracked into it, and you're going to get down in there with your hands and mix it all in. We also added some cornstarch. And hi Jesse, we're going to cover it with some film and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. Okay, this is going to allow the juices to marry together with the beef and a little Jessie cuteness to give me some energy. Hi, Jessie. Jason was taking care of him while Daddy and I filmed this recipe, so you guys can enjoy it as well. Hi, Jason. So back to the recipe. Now the beef is marinating. It has been set aside. We're going to get started on our pickled Asian slaw. And that's me making the pickle juice. We start with some vinegar, some water, sugar, which is going to go in there. And I think I added some Yum MSG. And if you don't know, I do have a cookbook with over 50 amazing recipes. I'm going to leave the link down in the description. Back to the pickle juice, some pepper, some bay leaves, and we're also going to crush 2 cloves of garlic for this specific measurement. And I'm going to leave everything in the description for your convenience. We're going to add the crushed garlic and heat up the pickle juice. And while it is heating up, we're going to start with our vegetables. We're going to slice our red cabbage really thinly. I know a lot of people, and when I say people, I mean my children, they don't like their vegetables. So I try to slice them as thin as possible to make the eating experience more enjoyable for them. So I thinly slice some red cabbages. I'm also adding some carrots. Very simple pickle. Slice the carrots as well. We're going to do a julienne cut, which is really thin slices, like matchstick size of carrots. And this is how I like to do it. I first slice it diagonally and pack like 3 or 4 of them on top of each other, and then make the julienne. I find that this is really simple and beginner friendly for those of you who are just getting started on your cooking journey. This is a really fun way to make julienne cuts. And I also added some shallots. I really like adding shallots to my recipes. Like I would, instead of an onion, add a shallot in there because of that mild oniony flavor it brings to the dish. So for pickling veggies, it's really good to have a jar that can close tight. So I'm using this jar. Packed some vegetables in there, and we're gonna go ahead and pour the pickle juice to cover the vegetables. And I see I have a little space to cover, but that's good. It will still get pickled because of the heat, and as it cools, all the vegetables will soak up the pickle juice that you added to it. Some more Jesse for you. Hi Jesse, he's having a good time, as you can see, even though mommy is not with him. But here are my steamed buns. I steamed them in that digital steamer, and I'm gonna do a whole video for you on how to use that digital steamer. It is amazing. So the beef is out of marinating. We're gonna sear them on each side to get a good sear on them. And with the cornstarch that was added, we're gonna get a bit of crunch on the beef pieces. The buns are all done steaming. I actually picked up these buns from the Asian market. I did not want to make it from scratch, but I do know how to make it from scratch. And if you want to know how to make it from scratch, I feel like I'm saying scratch too much, but let me know in the comments if you want me to do a recipe showing you how to make the buns from scratch. They're really beautiful. And here I am going ahead to make my sauce. I added some ginger, some garlic, some sliced green bell peppers, sliced green white onions, and I think carrots. And in a little oil, then I added my beef and my sauce, which I'm gonna share the ingredients in the caption and description. So be sure to check it out if you want to know how to make it. It's really flavorful, and of course it's Asian, and we all know how it packs that umami that we all love from our Asian dishes. So it comes together really quick, but it has different components, which may seem like a lot of work, but it isn't, because the end result is so worth it. Some cucumber, a piece of the beef, topped with a slaw, all in the steamed buns, guys. This is a perfect Friday night snack that you and the family can enjoy, and even for lunch. So thanks for coming along. Be sure to leave a comment below and check out the recipe in the description if you want it.